Hi, and welcome back. I know it's been, I think, about 2 weeks since I last uploaded. Things have been crazy, emotionally, world-wise, and just work in general. But as the holidays are coming up, things are slowing down. So we're going to do another trailer reaction. And the first one on our plate is Sonic. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a big Sonic fan. And I actually technically saw this in theaters, but I'm going to break it down and go through it because I have so much hope for this movie. The first one really wasn't that bad. I thought it was fun. It wasn't the best. I'm so glad they did the redesign. And now we're just getting Tails and Knuckles. So this is just exciting. So I wanted to go through it with you guys, if you don't mind. I can't see.
Quick stretch, little snack, and
Chili dogs!
Sonic, I love that you want to help make a difference.
mind if I drive?
But you're being reckless.
Don't worry, nobody's gonna get hurt.
Pretending to be Batman.
Blue Justice, trademark pending.
You're still just a kid.
Why is he doing this alone?
Trust me, there will come a moment when your powers will be needed. But you don't choose.
Oh, is that gun? We'll have to go over it.
I just got goosebumps. Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
They have a weird relationship. Ah, push him, Carrie. Same.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Love it.
Since I've been gone, I discovered the source of ultimate power.
Master Emerald.
Sounds big.
So spooky.
It's been on my vision board for years.
He has eyeshadow on. Ah, and he sounds just like Tails. It's very jarring because
What we're gonna do. Step
Ben
one,
Schwartz
light tone.
has not been in the games voicing Sonic. So this Tails sounds immaculate.
That wasn't too bad.
I actually cracked up at seeing that. Also, I hope they keep the sound effects.
100% chance of adventure.
Where are they? Why is this new? There's the temple. He's snowboarding! Like in Sonic 06, famously. And Sonic Adventure 2.
Face it, you're never going to get my power.
I wish they would just say something else. Knuckles looks amazing.
Do I look like
And they kept his mittens.
your power?
I'm not crazy about Idris Elba as the voice. I'm not gonna lie.
Where are my manners?
Sonic, meet Knuckles.
I don't get why they're not friends. I mean, they've always had a rivalry, and Knuckles has fallen for these ploys before, but like, why is he with him? Okay, so let's break this down. I was really hyped for this, okay? I geeked out. I've been playing Sonic since I was a kid. My first game, I think, was Sonic Adventure DX. Broken as it was fun. I later on played Adventure 2, I played Sonic 06, I played Shadow the Hedgehog. I played Generations, I played Colors, Sonic Rush. I've played a ton of the games. And then later on in my life, as I got older, I played the 2D scrollers, which obviously were fun. Excuse. And I'm excited that these are doing well enough to warrant a sequel, and I hope that like this will be even bigger and better. We'll see maybe more of Mobius, maybe. Also, where did Tails and Knuckles get rings from? I'm curious. To enter this world, and how do they know which world to go to? Maybe Tails has like a Sonic, well, not a Sonic specific tracker, but maybe like a Master Emerald or Chaos Emerald tracker. And I'm assuming that big one that Eggman was in front of was the Master Emerald, because we do see the temple that Knuckles guards over. So we'll see. They'll hopefully go into that. But I wonder if they'll go into like specifically maybe the Chaos Emeralds, or if it'll just be like the Master Emerald. Let's not get crazy with having multiple gems that look the same, especially because there's a green Chaos Emerald, but then the Master Emerald is green. So it's, you know, for kids, it's hard. And I love the logo with the two tails. It's perfect. I think this is horribly irresponsible. Obviously, like, Sonic wants to do good. He's also incredibly bored because he's a child and needs to do something, but he can't just go out into the real world, even though he kind of is. He has to be, you know, a little more conscious. Like, he can't just go to school like a child. Like, so he's like, I'm going to resort to crime because I used to read Flash comics or whatever. And now he's like, And they even mentioned Batman, him being Blue Justice. I just, obviously, like, they had to have Sonic do something in between. But you think after the whole, like, Eggman and Sonic fight, Gun, or the government in general, or the president, you know, the president's been wrapped up in this before. You think they would have gotten involved. But I guess maybe they kept it on the low key. And it was a one-time thing, but now with Sonic being more active and feeling more heroic, he's like he's doing crazy things. He's never driven a car, so why does he think he could drive that armored truck? I think this part is silly. But chili dogs, ugh. They better come out with a recipe for making the perfect Sonic chili dog. A poor woman. Also, what's weird here, he clearly looks like he has a flare there, but then this is a different thing that he's dropping. That's clearly an explosive that, you know, triggers the water, ruptures. But also, this is a weird, like, little, like, father and son talk out on the boat. We fish. I don't know. It seems strange. But I don't know. It's cute. I guess he was hiding under that blanket, or maybe he was cold. I like this. It is me. Also, I always forget that, I think Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter tweeted that everything is canon. So remember when Eggman blew up the moon in Sonic Adventure? That's canon. It's just facing the other way. It's behind. So I just want people to, like, meme this and be like, did it happen? Or I don't know. I need something. It's so silly. But I think for as rough as this intro is, I think it's going to lead to a lot of good shit. And that's sort of what happened with the first movie, except there was more sprinkles. Like, this seems hopefully better. How did Eggman get a satellite? Okay, so yes, that does look like a G for gun. So that's cool. So we're getting Gun. I don't know who that's supposed to be, I guess. Oh god, are we gonna get a shadow tease? Oh god. I'm not ready for that. We just need to introduce Tails and Knuckles. That's the big thing. I don't know what, I guess this is Eggman fucking with the Master Emerald, because it's green electricity, so obviously it's, like, emerald related. But obviously the Chaos Emerald / Master Emerald aren't supposed to just do that. I think Ben Schwartz is a fine Sonic. He's not my favorite, but he's fine. But again, I think the contrast between his voice, Tails' voice, and Knuckles' voice is very odd. And it's very jarring, because Tails is so, like, perfectly game accurate. Like, I don't know if she is exactly from the games, but she sounds just like Tails does. And Tails has usually been voiced by a female. But then you have Idris, and I don't mind that it's, like, a black person voicing Knuckles. But it just, like, his voice is so, like, it just sounds too human that it's almost distracting, if you know what I mean. Like, again, with Sonic and Ben Schwartz, I can hear, like, Ben Schwartz in, like, the vocal booth, and I can hear Idris Elba in the vocal booth. But with Tails, I'm like, that's just Tails. That's just him talking. There's no person. So it's a little jarring, but, like, again, I know these movies want to make money, so they're spending it on actors, like with Chris Pratt being Mario and Garfield, which I think is stupid, but whatever. Yeah. I guess that's Eggman ship. I don't know how he gets all this technology still, because he's probably not funded by the government anymore, or whatever happened in the first movie. I forget that whole thing. Again, like, the first act was kind of rough because they had to, like, do a lot of build up, though I did enjoy seeing Sonic, like, spend time with himself and then feel lonely, but, like, all, like, the human stuff felt kind of disjointed. So, but again, he disappeared at the end of the first movie because he was going through all the rings and seeing different worlds and ended up in Mobius. But I don't understand how he got back. And also how he gets all the technology to function, unless he built it in, oh, and look, there's wasps. Oh, that's like the games, except it's really clean, so I don't like it. So it's not like the games, but it's fine. I just have some salt. Papa's got a brand new stash. He looks phenomenal. Though, are his goggles, like, glued or suction cupped to his face? That just seems painful, and, like, I just hope they have a scene where they, like, have to take it off. And, like, it's just, like, octopus suction cups marks. Because it looks silly. Like, I don't know. At least, like, have, like, a thin strap. It just doesn't make sense. Because I know there's like goggles you can put on that you just hold. Like when you're like welding, you can just do this. But he's not. They're just floating there. It's a little odd. But he looks very good. He looks accurate. God, that stash is amazing. So this is the temple. There was an owl that was like the owl that raised Sonic. I don't remember her name. I was like, this isn't accurate. So this is weird. But by the size of this doesn't look like a Chaos Emerald. I think it's the Master Emerald. But then I don't know why there's all these owl motifs in this temple. And usually, like, I don't know, when I think of like the temple, like Temple Island, I think it's called, you see like Echidna art because of like Tikal, was that her name? Adventure 2? No, she was Adventure 1. But still, it's odd. But I'm excited. It looks really good. It looks very shiny. It also looks like a ring pop and I want to eat it. But there's also black goo on the inside. It seems like it. But look, he's wearing eyeshadow. I guess it's supposed to be like, oh, he's supposed to look older and maybe more accurate to the character. But it's like, that's just eyeshadow. I wonder if it's like from the goggles, you know how like you used to play pranks on people if you give them binoculars and it's like ink. I don't know. Maybe he's doing that. He looks good though. Again, but I'm just like, that's clearly eyeshadow. It's funny. Where did you get this ring, baby boy? His shoes look cute. He looks great. I think he looks fantastic. He was teased at the end of the first one, I believe. I don't think Knuckles was. I think it was just Tails. But I think they redesigned him a little bit. I like his little, he has a little like dingling. Oh, and he has like little teal bands on his arms. And he has the red tornado. Ah, or is this the tornado one? It's so game accurate. It's awesome. I love it. I don't know where he got it. I don't know how he brought it. Maybe he brought it through the portal. I didn't know they were big enough to fit a plane. I don't get how they met, but I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he sounds so good. I love his hair. He looks so soft. It almost makes me want to get a plush of him. Like Sonic obviously has like quills, so he's like less cuddly, but look at him. Look at that just innocent boy smile. He's like, I'm here. So cute. I love it. I'm so excited. And I hope their relationship is good. Because they always acted like brothers and best friends. Or it depends. Because sometimes Sonic, I think, would baby him a little bit. Like, be like, you can't go on this adventure with me. You can't go on this adventure with me. You are too young. You're inexperienced. But, like, I always liked it when they got to do stuff together. Because people underestimate Tails, and they shouldn't. He's a big boy. This is a big world. But obviously, this is an our world. I'm pretty sure. Also, wow. I don't know. I guess they're in Seattle, Washington. But it's just like you're destroying nice property. And he's like, haha. I'm always a sucker for slapstick, sort of like physical comedy where like, and especially when it's like, well, everything's fine now. Whew, that would have been a close one. And then, it's great. I wonder how he gets back on the plane. I like hearing the game noises. The ding, ding, ding. Okay, let me look more at this cave. Because that also has an owl on it now that I'm seeing it. So this is probably, again, related to Sonic's caretaker. I don't know what that glowing bit is. I thought maybe it was a Chaos Emerald. Probably not. But that looks like a hand. Sorry, I don't care about the humans. I think that's her sister. Maybe that's not a hand. Maybe it's just blocked. But I was like, oh, is that an Echidna? Echidna priest person? I guess her sister's getting married. Is that why she's in a nice white dress? I think they look really cute covered up like that. And it makes sense. I thought Sonic's disguise in the first movie didn't make any fucking sense. You can clearly tell he was a fucking hedgehog. So I like that they took more precautions in covering up further. And they look so cute. Like I want like a little amiibo of them. Poor Tails. Okay, so this is Temple Island. Though it's not floating. So inaccurate. Maybe it floats later. Or maybe it's about to rise. I don't know. I'm assuming that this is on Mobius. Because why would Temple Island, or is it Emerald Island? I forget. It wouldn't make sense for it to be on Earth, obviously. So somehow I guess there's going to be a lot of jumping back and forth between Mobius shenanigans and human shenanigans, which I think makes more sense, but I feel like it could cause the movie to feel disjointed. We'll see. And he's running on water. This will never be able to top the incredible scene where Dash learns that he can run on water. That scene will always, just pure excited laugh that he gets, like, oh, I can do this, that he gives is amazing. But I hope this is going to be a cool action sequence. It looks like something's after him, unless it's like the contact with the water exploding, but it kind of looks like he's getting chased. And he has a snowboard that I can't. Is it made out of part of Tails' plane? It's like a weird object. It looks, or maybe it's like a broken one of these guys, one of little Eggman's robots. But he's snowing. I mean, he's snowboarding, and it's on the snow, and it's like Sonic 06, and we know how well that went. Oh, the memes. I was just watching the fan dub by Snapcube. It's so funny. Please go check that out. You probably have already, though. Now this looks like Icy Temple. Are there different temples we're going to get? Are we doing Master Emerald piece hunting? Again, I'm confused as to whether or not we're on Earth or Mobius. Because it's like, clearly this is like a temple. I don't know what he's blowing up. I can't tell what that is. It almost looks like a Sonic, maybe. I don't know. Probably just hieroglyphics I don't understand. I wish they would change it. It's like, I wish he wouldn't say my power, because it just sounds kind of silly. And like almost ultimate life form talking. I wish he was just like, this isn't power that anyone else is meant to hold. This is my responsibility. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. Oh God, No Way Home was so good. There's just something about the phrasing of this line, which they used again in the first movie, that it still doesn't sit right, you know? But here's Knuckles. He looks really good. He looks really good. I like his purple eyes. I love the quills. He looks very accurate. Ooh, he even has his moon crescent. That looks really soft. And I love that they kept his mitten gloves. I was so mad with Sonic Boom when he had fingers. It looked horrible. And also they made the joke of him being stupid. A pile of rocks. So this is much better. I don't know if you can see his Lego shoes though. That sucks. And he looks really good, and I'm glad that he looks very powerful. There's something, or maybe it's just like everything slowing down for intensity purposes. But he looks good. Now, how do you guys feel about Idris as Knuckles? Again, it's not, I love Idris. He did Concrete Cowboy, The Harder They Fall. I loved him in Hobbs and Shaw. Like, he's such a good actor. I would love him as the next Bond. But it just doesn't suit Knuckles. I don't know. He sounds so much older than Sonic and Tails. And that's, like, Knuckles was always meant to be maybe a little older. Again, I don't know any of their ages, but it doesn't really make sense how old he sounds. He's always been, like, ruggish, but almost a little more youthful. But he sounds, like, too intense. And I'm curious to see how they'll explain how he's getting manipulated by Dr. Eggman, which is like a classic trope of Knuckles at this point. He's such a silly. He's so willing to trust that he'll fight his friends that he doesn't know are his friends yet. Could we see his shoes? I couldn't tell. I want to see his shoes. They looked a little green. They looked green. There's like a little edge of green maybe. I want to see the Legos. Give me the Legos. There they are! Oh shit, you can! They're Lego shoes! Yay, okay. I'm very happy. That's like, again, it's a staple of his character. His mitten hands, the crescent, the dreads, the Lego shoes. Perfecto. I love it. I love it. He's so powerful. I wonder if Tails will have like his yellow energy around him when he does something special. Because so far he just seems to be like the kid mechanic with two tails. Because I'm curious if like all Sonic characters premiering or debuting in these movies will have like a glowing effect to their power. Like, I wonder if Amy will have something, or Shadow will probably have something. I don't know if he'll have red. He might have, like, gold, but then Tails is going to be yellow gold, so who knows? I loved his cracked lenses. He looks, and the way he appeared. It's just so good. I'm so excited. Where are my manners? You're so out of your depth, sweetie. Knuckles is going to fuck you up. And then he's going to be like, he's lying. And that was my mom on the temple. She raised me. I don't know where my actual parents are. It also sucks for whoever's house this is. Is this the guy's girlfriend's sister's house? Because that's really awkward. But again, I think this looks really good. I'm excited. The tails. It's great. What do you guys think? Like, are you guys into Sonic? Have you played the games? have you just watched the 4 Kids show? I also grew up with that, even if it was cringe. Christopher sucked. So, you know, always involving humans is bad, or it's usually bad. But I think this is going to be good. I think it's going to be a little disjointed, but I think there's going to be a lot of fun references, a lot of cool moments, but it might be a little, like, messy, if you get my drift. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'd really appreciate it, and if you give it this a like, that'd be great too, and maybe subscribe if you want to see more of my content. So I'll see you guys next time.